You're at the grocery store checkout. Your total, $147.83. You swipe your card, and then realize you forgot to use the loyalty program. That $2.14 itch you for the next 20 minutes. Meanwhile, in your driveway sits a $600 a month car you can't really afford. In front of a house that stretches your budget thin. And you're losing sleep over $2? That's the cheap mindset in action, and it's quietly keeping you broke. I'm Chris, and today, I'm showing you why being cheap doesn't make you rich, and how thinking strategically does. Being cheap is fear. Being wealthy is strategy. Let's say you see two gas stations, $3.89 a gallon versus $3.79, $3.79 15 minutes away. You drive there to save 10 cents per gallon. Sound smart? Your 15-gallon tank saves $1.50, but you spent $3.79 on fuel and 30 minutes of your time worth $12.50 if you make 25/hour. That $1.50 savings just cost you $14.79, and you felt clever the entire way. Cheap thinking asks, how much does this cost right now? Wealthy thinking asks, what's the return on this investment? Money is a tool to produce results, not a scoreboard to protect. Consider networking. A $50 ticket to a professional mixer might feel expensive. Cheap mindset, waste of money. Strategic mindset, one connection could lead to a client or job worth tens of thousands. Or coffee. Skipping a $5 latte saves $1,800 a year. But obsessing over that latte while driving a $47,000 SUV with a $680 payment? You're focusing on pennies while letting massive leaks destroy your budget. This is the cheap trap. Sweating the small stuff while ignoring big expenses. You're bailing water out of the boat with a teaspoon while ignoring a hole the size of a bucket. Every time you compare prices, calculate per ounce costs, or agonize over generic versus name brand, you burn mental energy. Your brain has limited bandwidth. That energy could be spent negotiating a raise, starting a side hustle, or learning a skill that doubles your income. Instead, you're stuck debating pasta sauce. Rule of thumb. Purchases under $20. If you have savings, buy what you want and move on. Save your mental energy for the big decisions. The car, the house, the investments that actually shape your wealth. Cheap thinking comes from scarcity, the belief there will never be enough. Every dollar spent feels like a permanent loss. But someone with an abundance mindset sees opportunities. $1,000 for a professional course? Scarcity, risk. Abundance, seed money that could earn $15,000 plus a year. Language matters too. Cheap people say, I can't afford that. Wealthy people say, I'm allocating my resources elsewhere. Same decision, different mindset, different outcome. Cheapness isn't just financial, it's social and personal. Undertipping, splitting bills to the penny, refusing to invest in skills or health. Skipping a $150 dental cleaning? 2 years later, that's a $4,000 root canal. Skipping a $500 online course? Someone else earns $30,000 extra. The wealthy mindset flips the question. What's the cost of not doing this? Money spent on the right things is an investment, not an expense. Here's a framework I use for every purchase. Will this save me time? Will this increase my earning potential? Will this prevent a bigger expense later? If the answer is yes, and you have the money, spend it confidently. That $500 course, $200 professional shoes, or $1,000 ergonomic chair? Not an expense, an investment in your future. Stop playing defense with pennies. Start playing offense with strategy. Focus on the thousands you could earn, not the $5 leaving your pocket. Audit your spending over the last 3 months. Where has cheap thinking cost you more than it saved? Make one change, stop stressing over purchases under $20, and redirect that mental energy toward growing your income.